Delicious.
Delicious.
Whoa! Hey everybody, it's Drew Nation, and today we're back with another mukbang.
A mukbang, guys.
Seafood mukbang.
Seafood mukbang. Neither of these boys have ever had any of the stuff that's on this plate. Oh, he might have had a nibble of a shrimp.
I've had corn and potatoes.
Well, I'm talking about the seafood. The seafood. Not the corn and tomatoes. Everybody has had corn and tomatoes, I hope.
Tomatoes.
Potatoes.
Potatoes.
Corn and potatoes. So,
Stick 'em in stew.
Mike has never had any of the seafood pieces that are on here. Drew probably have had a taste of a shrimp, and I've had shrimp. So we've really never had any of the stuff on here. I'm gonna tell you what we have on here. What do we have, guys?
Shrimp, scallops, crab, and lobster. And corn and potatoes.
And what?
Lobster.
Oh, I was like, what is a lobster? Anyway, yes, we have king crab. I think that's what that is.
King
And I got a little
crab.
tutorial at the seafood restaurant. We got this from a seafood place in Alabama called Andy's Seafood. So if you live in Alabama, go try it out, right? Well, I don't know. Let me tell y'all first if it's good. But you can buy, they sell a whole bunch of seafood in there. You can buy seafood and cook it yourself.
Salmon.
Salmon, not salmon.
Salamandes.
Okay. We have
Crab, lobster, shrimp.
scallops.
Potato and corn.
What did I say this is?
King crab.
King crab.
That's king crab?
That's what you said.
That's snow crab, right? I don't know. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I think it's snow crab. Okay, so probably it's king crab. I don't know. I'll look up and see when I look at their menu. Okay, it's some kind of crab. Then we have shrimp, lobster, potatoes, and corn. We have tartar
I forgot
sauce.
scallops.
Yeah, I said the scallops.
Oh.
Butter sauce. This is a sesame ginger. And this is the sauce that they gave us with it.
I thought that was
So we're
ketchup.
gonna be trying the different sauces. Me and Drew can try all of the sauces. Mike can only try the butter sauce.
Because
So guys,
most of them are either eggs.
y'all ready?
Uh-huh.
First time. We're gonna do a story with this as well while we're talking to you guys. So my mouth is watering to try a piece of potato. So I'm gonna start with a potato.
I want potato.
Let's bless it. Bless this food.
Dude,
Amen.
Lord, please.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Potato.
Stick them in the potato. No. This
So-
shrimp.
You have to peel that off. Let me show you how.
I don't know how to eat
So this is the shrimp. You have to peel the shell off. It's in a shell, okay?
Like this one?
Like grab the shell. We're gonna put a little bag for our
How do I know when it's all off?
You'll know.
Mommy, do I peel it like this?
You can.
But will
See?
it ruin
You'll
it
know.
though?
You don't feel any shell on it.
Skip to the elevator music.
Okay, so anyway, guys, about the window story.
So you need to start from the beginning. If you guys watched our What's in the Box video challenge with Mike and Drew, you guys would see where they dissed our backyard. And they really hurt my feelings because I didn't know that they thought our backyard was rinky dink. Yeah, they called our backyard rinky dink. Well, they called our backyard rinky dink because our previous house had a backyard where we had an acre of land.
That's amazing.
And so they had a huge backyard, nothing behind of us but a creek. And so, how is it? You tried it?
Good, yeah.
Ah, interesting, isn't it? All right, all right. Mike thinks it's good. This is very well seasoned. This tastes good. It's potato. Anyway, so yeah. So the house that we're currently in, we bought this house in June of last year. So we haven't been here a year yet.
Mommy.
I gotta see. What do you think? What do you think?
I like it.
Aha! You like it, Roo? Onward. So, yeah. So the backyard that we have now
is
It's
extremely
definitely
small.
not an acre, and
It's big.
there are
big.
trees and stuff back there. But I really didn't know that they had feel that way about the yard.
Potato.
So it kind of made me feel guilty as a mommy for buying this house because it made me feel bad. I thought I was doing the best.
It's okay.
You don't like it for
Mama.
me? It's okay. Anyway, so what we're going to talk to you guys about today is the reason why we left our previous home, which we were in for
10 years.
11
Yeah.
years. 11 years.
Cause we left when I was like
13.
7.
So 11 years. And I really thought that was gonna be like our forever house. We were gonna pay it off, and we would get old. Me and my husband and the boys would inherit the house. I had all those grandiose thoughts, and then we moved. So we'll get on into the story as to why we moved. Who wants to start?
Me?
Start. Okay.
Okay. So it all happened in our old neighborhood.
Good.
I'll try the corn. So
Ooh, who's telling a story?
this all happened in our old neighborhood where we had some neighbors. They were nice neighbors, but
This is not the beginning of the story.
We thought they were. Anyway, go ahead. They turned out to be
what happened?
nice, lying neighbors. He's telling the story.
So we know we know that one of their sons.
Let's start it from the beginning. Let's go.
Yeah.
So, anyway, guys,
We came home from school.
the boys had this habit of, in the afternoon, Fridays, I picked them up from school. We would come home. I would go upstairs to my office space to start doing work or whatever. And we had a sunroom. So the sunroom was like their little hangout space in the afternoon. So they had this habit of coming home and
It's a
going
TV and a
straight
Wii
into
U.
the sunroom. They would go in there and just chill out and play. So we would like come in the house and part ways. I go upstairs and they did their thing. So Mike's gonna take over from here.
Okay, so then
Yeah,
what
we
happened
guys.
is I end up
I've
dropping
never
my
had
stuff
scallop.
off
I'm gonna try this, y'all.
in my room
Should I try this?
and then going to the sunroom, and then I look at the window
And there was like,
behind the TV
Sorry.
and it's broken.
Yeah.
It's like there's a hole in the middle, and then the rest of it out of that
Did you see
hole
the
is
hole?
shattered.
Have you seen the hole?
I saw it.
yeah, both did.
It was more than one window, y'all. It was all of the windows on that one side of the sunroom.
And we had a double glass, so it went through the first glass. It didn't go through the second.
by the way, I don't like these things, the scallop things.
Let me
That
try
ain't for me.
I'll try this time.
Yeah. So I am gonna try a
Not half bad.
crab. What you think? Ain't got no taste.
But the texture's weird.
Probably that's why I don't like it. I can't get this thing off. Okay, okay,
Now you
okay.
break it. No, break it.
I'm sucking it. I see people do that. Tastes good. So the guy at the store told me to break it here. Ooh.
Oh my gosh. Ew,
Mm.
ew, ew.
He said it's easy to open. Let's see if I can do this. He said just crack it gently and pull the meat out, but
The
that
scallop-
didn't work for me.
The scallop with the sauce is
Mm. Michael, this is good. You should try it.
the juice just came out. But anyway, so it went through the first
I
glass.
can't open
It went
it.
through the first glass, but didn't go through the second.
No, tell from the beginning.
No,
So I got upstairs, turned on the computer, and I'm hearing them hollering my name. Mommy, mommy, come quick. I'm like, I ain't studying them. I'm sitting on the computer doing my thing. Mommy, you gotta come here quick. Blah, blah, blah. I ain't coming. Mommy, the windows are broken. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
she thought it was fake.
I was like, whatever. Guys, we have lived in this neighborhood 11 years, okay? He was just turning 2 when this house was purchased.
Mm-hmm.
And
my
yeah.
God. I wasn't born yet.
Yeah, Andrew wasn't around yet at the time when the house was purchased. So anyways, I think it's the sauce that, I don't like that sauce. This is good, Michael. You need to try the crab. But don't put that sauce on it. Try the butter.
Schmip.
I can only have the butter.
Oh. Well, I want a shot. The tail tastes good. All the seasoning on it.
Oh, jeez.
Oh. Yeah.
I don't know. This is good. I might have to do this. Let me help you. Yeah. Ooh, look at that, Andrew.
Mine's
Leave
not-
that for mommy. Nobody touch that right there. That's mine.
Mine's-
Andrew, you have a whole claw.
Mine is not breaking.
Here, suck that. See, you're gonna taste good.
Mmm.
That really?
Mom, mine's not breaking. Oh, there we go. It's broke.
It's like scallops. Scallops are gross. Okay, Army. Oh my gosh.
Okay,
look
yeah.
at my hand.
So,
Then she finally came
That can get an
downstairs
extra napkin.
after a
know.
long time of.
yeah, so they came upstairs. They're like, Mommy, for real, you gotta come. The window is broken. Right? Y'all had came up.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, let me come see what these boys are talking about. So I get up, I go down into the sunroom. Guys, you guys gotta, we were like, whoa! When I got down there,
How do you do
I was
this?
like, this doesn't make any sense to me. We're gonna show you guys what the glass looked like. So the glass was completely shattered,
Yeah.
but it was still together. Completely shattered. If you don't believe me, look at the picture. Completely shattered, but still standing like a whole pane.
How do you do this?
This
I
has
think
a
Daddy
certain,
needs some
like,
help us get you off. So
zesty taste to it.
so I looked at it. I was like, okay, this does not make not a lick of sense.
Potato.
This is what I'm saying myself. I'm like, this don't make any lick of sense. On the wall, the window broken, but it ain't broken. So I got real close to the window, guys. I creeped up on the window, right? And I'm inspecting.
And then she
And
comes
now
across
I'm
the
seeing
hole.
these holes. They're like perfectly round holes. I was like, whoa, somebody shoot in our windows?
And then
I was
after
like, what
that,
in the world?
Mom got like super like excited. Well,
Yeah.
not like happy excited.
Mhm.
But like, and then she didn't know what to do, and then she called the police.
I did.
Mhm.
So your girl went grabbed that phone and she was
Do you
like,
know how
beep,
to
beep, 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 boop, 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 911. They answered the phone. I was like, I think someone shut out our windows.
Ooh, shout out our windows.
And I was like, I see perfectly round
You know how
holes.
to feel this?
And so the police
Just
officer,
break
we lived in the county at that time,
Like right here.
out in the boonies, you know, in the bushes. I like the bushes. Yeah, I like being in peace. I live with a cow versus living with a bunch of sound and. What are you doing?
I broke it and it went everywhere.
I'll live with a cow mooing over horns honking and a bunch of noise outside. So anyway,
Crab.
I don't want to smell the cow poop though.
What's this?
That's lobster. You want to try it?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, let's try something.
So this is the lobster.
Naughty starty.
I don't know what to do with this.
Ooh.
Here, just pull
I
some
want
meat
some more
out from
sugar.
inside here.
Meat.
Ooh,
Oh.
interesting.
Ooh.
I'm gonna try that while you're on it. You like shrimp, don't you? I do too. That's the only thing I've had is shrimp.
Wait, hold up. How do you?
You guys might say, wait a minute, how is she
Lobster.
from an island and she's not had this stuff? Because we eat, I ate different things like conch. I don't know if you've ever had conch, but it's basically like a big old snail. It's good stuff, man. So fish, yellowtail, red snapper, that's our kind of thing. Yeah,
Red
shrimp and all
slapper.
that. Snapper, red
Yeah,
snapper.
red snapper.
You said slap.
Red slapper.
So anyway, I called the police. This is alright. This isn't bad. The crab is kind of like stringy. And the cop came.
I don't like the lobster that much.
Yeah,
I don't like the
it's
lobster.
alright. It ain't not bad. It's okay. I like the crab and shrimp. So anyway, the cop came. And he came in the house and he looked and he plugged his little flashlight. And before that part, I was trying to figure out what made these holes. I'm like, if it's bullets, then why didn't it break the screen?
Yeah, through
and
the
where
window.
are the bullets? You know, I'm
Me-
saying this to myself. So, you know, my vision isn't that great, yo.
Me and Michael were watching Zig and Charco while the cop.
So the cop comes and he pull out the bright flashlight. You know that bright flashlight they have? and there were the holes in the screen, and then there were all the BB shots. There were bigger BB shots than I had ever seen in my life. So he was like, yeah, someone used a high-powered BB gun and they shot out your windows. I was like, oh my goodness. And so I really thought it was like an innocent thing at first. And he was like, do you know anyone that would have had a BB gun? And so I was like,
It was our next door neighbors.
Next door neighbors.
So I was like, well, you know, my next door neighbor, I think they have BBs because they have some friends that come over and sometimes they're in the back and they're shooting squirrels and stuff like that. Because one day I came home and there were these two young dudes with these guns strapped on their backs and they're coming like from the back part of our house. It was all wooded in the back part of our house and they weren't on our property, but they were coming between our property and our neighbor's property. And I was like, that looked kind of funny. So I sat in my car, I kind of watched them as they left, and then when my neighbor came home, I went and I told her, I was like, you might want to, you know, be careful before you go in the house, because I saw these two strange guys or whatever coming from behind there earlier. And she was like, oh, that's my son's friends. We told them to call before they come over, but sometimes they come over and they just go behind there and they shoot the raccoons and the squirrels. We had big raccoons, Jews. Raccoons that were like this tall that would lift up the trash can and just stick their hands in. They were big, like people. We had big raccoons. So anyway.
Not like people.
I know. So anyway,
But they're huge.
I remember she told me that story, so I told it to the police officer.
Oh.
You can do it, Michael. You can do it. Totally thinking it was innocent. He'll go over there. They'll figure out who did this and blah, blah, blah. Well, no.
Because
It did not work that way, guys. So the police goes over there. He's over there for a little while. And he comes back over to me. And he says, ma'am, they're saying they don't know what you're talking about. They don't have any BB guns. And they don't have any friends with BB guns. I was like, what? No, I ain't stupid.
Now, me and Andrew weren't here for this part, so we didn't
Yeah.
actually hear.
We're
Yeah.
inside watching Chicken Psycho.
Yeah, and I was like, did you speak to the mother? And he says, well, no, the mother isn't home. But I'm gonna come back when the mother is home and we'll talk to them. And he was like, if you hear anything, you guys let us know. Because he was like, these high-powered BBs are dangerous. No, that's mommy's. This one's yours. Mm-hmm. He said, you can press criminal charges against whoever did this. Because if your boys were in there, if it wasn't for the windows the way they were,
it would have gone straight through.
it could have come through
and it could have
hit them in the eye or whatever and hurt one of them, you know? So anyway, guys, let me tell you why the windows weren't busted all the way through. So we called the sunroom people because the sunroom was under warranty. We called the sunroom people and they were like, and I asked them, I was like, but the windows weren't shattered. They were shattered, but it didn't fall apart. And they were like, oh yeah, that is because you have double pane 3-season room windows and there's a gas between the two panes. And that's what helps the room to stay the proper temperature throughout the year. And I was like, oh. And he says if it wasn't for that gas, both it would have shattered, you know.
Both
anyway,
of the glass.
yeah. So, any whoosies, our neighbors continue to deny it. Ooh, we don't change that. Right? Anyway, I was so pissed off. I wrote up this long letter and took pictures of the windows. You know, I was a mad mommy now. Like, they could have hurt my boys and who did this and now they're lying and I know it was them. I know it was them, y'all. But
I didn't want to think it was them and then it wasn't them and whatever.
so anyway, I sent it out to our home association and I had them posted it in our newsletter. And I was just doing the most. I went around to mailboxes and I stick it on the mailboxes and I was like, anybody heard anything? Please let us know something because they could have hurt my boys. And so we had a neighbor, the house down from the house next to us, that said she did hear the boys out there playing with, she assuming now it was BB. She can't say exactly what it was, but she said they were out there. So anyway, I go back to the mama when they came home and I told them about it. This lady, you know what she told me?
No.
No.
We
You don't know what she told me?
No.
Well,
You
I
gotta
don't.
tell
They don't get all up in the adult part of things, right? This woman tells me, well, yes, blah, blah, blah has a BB gun. Mind you, this is I think at the time a 16-year-old, and the younger brother was probably 13, 12, 13. Their parents went out of town and left these two boys alone. What do you think gonna happen? You think they're gonna be holding hands and singing Kumbaya, my Lord? No, they're gonna be also stupid. Oh my God. No, they're gonna get into trouble, right? So she was like, yeah, blah, blah, blah has a BB gun. But let me tell you, he has the fear of Jesus in his heart. And he would never lie.
She said that.
Yes.
The fear.
And I'm looking at her and I'm like, well, I would hope my boys have the fear of Jesus in their heart too. But they will lie. Adults lie. People lie when they think they're getting in trouble. And this is a 13-year-old that shut out my windows, and the police officer went to talk to them and told them, you little rascals can be in trouble. Don't you think they're gonna lie? Hear what else this chick tells me, guys.
What?
Hear what else she tells me. And this is all happening like within a 24-hour time frame of us finding the window. That the parents came home because it's a Friday, so they came back on the weekend. Whatever. She says, this Chiquita Banana tells me. Yeah, Chiquita Banana. She tells me, it's likely that a random stranger came into the neighborhood and just targeted your house. Really?
What?
Really?
What?
Why my house? My boys don't even go outside into the front yard. They play in the backyard. You know, we had a few neighbors we might talk to if we walk around, but we're not a family that let them go running the streets or doing whatever. So I'm like, my boys hardly grew up yet. Nobody knows them. Like, why would these random people come into this neighborhood with all these homes and target mine?
Michael was about like 10.
So I wanted to tell her, you're crazy and you're covering up for your son and you better be careful. You're gonna get in more trouble. But I didn't say any of that stuff. I just said, you know what? What if she's onto something? What if my house did get targeted? I said, bump that, we're out. I called my husband, I said, babe,
We're moving.
who sold your sister's house? He gave me a name. I called the person up. I said, this house needs to go on the market tomorrow. My husband's like, you serious? I'm like, yeah, we out. Because if it isn't the neighbors, now if it wasn't our neighbors, we could have been like, okay, they made a mistake, blah, 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 la-di-da. I really think they were afraid that they were going to have to pay to get all these glass panes repaired. What we weren't telling them was that it was under warranty, it was all insured, and was gonna be paid for. We just wanted them to fess up and tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell us that you did it. But no, they kept lying and lying and lying. They saw us put the for sale sign in the front, everything, blah, blah, blah. The house sold within, bam, 30 days, and we were out of there. Anyway, no.
What are you sucking on?
It's good. These lobster legs are good. They're well seasoned. I could just suck on lobster leg.
New star.
You mean crab legs? I thought you said you didn't like
Oh,
lobster.
the crab leg. See, y'all, I don't even know what I'm eating. But it's good.
I just
That
like
hurts.
Anyway,
the shrimp is my
we
favorite.
put the house up. Like the next, like 2 days later. Yeah. The neighbor's oldest son comes over with a camera. Well, no, my husband caught him trying to sneak in the backyard with his little phone camera. He asked him, like, what you doing, bro? And he says, well, my dad told me to try to get pictures of the window. You could have knocked on our front door and tell us you wanted to take pictures of it. But they got caught red-handed trying to sneak over there. The dad was a lawyer. Yeah, whatever. Lawyers. So anyway, we put the house up. It wasn't the first incident with these kids. These kids ran over our mailbox. Ran the mailbox clean over. My husband was outside. It was kind of dusk. And they didn't see him out there. They were out there pretending they were running each other over with the car. And boom, knocked over our mailbox. And that got me so angry because this little one used to love to go out there to the mailbox and check the mailbox all the time. So I'm like, what if Drew was out there checking the mail? He could have gotten hurt. And then so my husband like showed his face to let them know, like, yeah, I saw, and they were still trying to tell the untruth. The oldest brother like tried to pay my husband $20. $20 for a mailbox that was put up by the home association. Really? And then try to bribe my husband not to tell his parents. But we don't play that. Homie, don't play that.
Can I
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do not.
Because we believe in honor. What? This dude, he ate all the shrimp. How much you eat? 10? How much? 50? If I go keep going up. So anyway, let me finish telling y'all about the mailbox. The mailbox, so then they ended up replacing our mailbox.
$2.
Long story short, the father of these boys tried to dig up his old mailbox to give it to us. And he told my husband he was gonna do this. My husband came in and told me the story. I was like, you better go tell this man. Cut his nonsense out before I come over there and box him. Nah, I didn't sit up. But I told him he gonna get me mad. He better stop it. You know why he wanted to do that, guys? Because the home association said we had to replace the box through them, and it cost $700. Guess what? We got our new mailbox.
Well,
and
if he's
they paid for it.
Wait, but if he's a lawyer, doesn't he get good money?
I don't know. I went in the man business. I can't get it open. Oh, how can you want to keep? I've seen people do that too.
Oh, let me try.
No more potatoes!
Digest, cause
You ate all the potatoes! So guys, that is the story of how we left our big backyard for a rinky-dink, according to these two. Backyard. The house that we're in right now is pretty neat. I like it.
It's bigger
You
than
guys
our
like
old
it,
one.
right?
Yeah.
It's bigger than the old one. They don't really go out in the backyard now anyway. Which was one of the things we said when we decided, okay, we'll just go ahead and get this one. The layout was very similar. Similar.
Not similar.
Similar. The hell did it do me? Any whoozy. Similar to the previous house, but just bigger. And we like it. We like the house. We do.
Yeah.
But now we just have to get a basketball goal and it'll be complete.
And we like the neighborhood. We like the neighbors. Oh, this house has a pool and stuff, but not the house. The neighborhood, the other neighborhood didn't have one. So the clubhouses and stuff has a clubhouse and a pool and blah, 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 blah. So that is our story. As we had our first ever seafood mukbang, eating this stuff for the first time ever. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us. Was it good, Andrew?
Yeah.
Would you want it again?
No. Yes.
Would you want it again? What was your favorite?
Shrimp.
I like shrimp too. What was your favorite, Andrew?
Shrimp.
I like the shrimp and the crab legs. Woo, those were good.
I wish we could like eat in the inside.
So thank you for joining
The scallops
us. I didn't
flavorless.
Yeah, I didn't really like the scallops.
Yeah.
I would have never bought it again.
I
So-
ate the scallops, but
Right.
I was just like, I just wanted to be.
So thank you guys for joining us as we had this seafood mukbang. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, right?
Yep.
Follow us on
Instagram,
Facebook.
and Twitter. Bye. B to the Y. We ate it all.
I sound like the swamp. Who's like,
We ate it all.
Well,
Next
damn.
time, can't they like peel it and stuff for you so you're not like having to do all this? Oh, because the food was gonna be finishing, man. You know, we were like eating it like. Turn that thing off.
Go crazy for this stuff. Every time he sees shrimp.
because you called us greedy people.
What?